guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Elaina. Привет! I'm your Russian American makeup and beauty addict. I usually do reviews and tutorials on Mondays and Wednesdays, and on Fridays I do fabulous drag looks because Fridays are a drag. In today's video, we're doing a review of an indie brand, Root Cosmetics, and this caught my eye because of this palette, and this is Potpourri Flower Child. It looks like this inside, and you probably recognize it. It very much looks like a dupe for Be Perfect, the antidote that I did not buy, and this is a way more compact version and way more budget friendly. So if you guys are interested to see what I got eyeshadow bases, contour sticks, lips, I mean you name it. So we're going to test a bunch of stuff. And keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring notification bell so YouTube notifies you of all new videos upload. I upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, and also go live almost every Monday. So follow me on social media, all links are down below, as well as my Patreon group. So like, comment, subscribe, let's help the algorithm, and let's get right into this video. So I found out about this brand from my friend Teresa Malhorn, of course, because I say of course because she knows everything about every single brand, and obviously she does makeup releases videos every Saturday, and I find out about all the new releases from there, and someone catches my eye, I'll buy it, but I'm a person that's not interested in makeup as much because I like to create and I don't like clutter. Like, I hate wasting, but my channel is about reviews and tutorials, and I do like accumulating stuff, so it's kind of a toss-up for me. But this was very interesting because it goes with my mantra that the makeup should be affordable, and this is an affordable indie brand. I would say like an indie brand done right, so you get nice curated stuff, but it's still affordable. So this one is why I bought the rest of the stuff. So when I saw this, I thought, everybody said it looks like Be Perfect, the antidote. The antidote, I have a lot of Be Perfect palettes. I have like 2 Carnivals, the XL Pro and Love Tahiti. I have the Vivian Scepter, which is like amazing. I think the formula is better than those 2. And I also have the Manifest Dream Big. It's good, but it's not my most favorite palette. And the antidote just look like it's too grungy, and I'm not. Like, I'm not really into grungy looks. Like, this is pretty, but this is green, and I'm not into too many browns and like a mauvey brown pink shades. They're not really pink, but they're not really brown, but there's something in between. And it was like $55, I think. And for me, it's just too big. 45 colors. Yeah, it's 45 shades. It's huge, and it's just too many shades. I'm not gonna use ever. So, and by the way, by the time I get something like this in US, everybody else would have reviewed it. It would be a waste of money. So, I got this. Long story short, this is 20 bucks. And this is what Be Perfect should have been. Be Perfect really makes those huge palettes, and like I'm not mad at Carnivals because Carnivals are like rainbow colors, so it makes sense. And to that, it's so like a duotone. There's some mauves, there's some pinkish shades, and there's some greenish shades. There's just too many repeat shades. Not repeat, maybe they're very close. You know what I mean? It's just not. It's something that I would never use, I would say. But this is just bright. It's very similar. Some shades look almost the same. Probably gonna link the pictures together, like put the picture up here so you can see the difference, because I don't have the antidote, so I cannot swatch it for you. But this one is a great substitute, so I'm going to swatch this and you'll see. Also got 2 eyeshadow bases, and they came in these beautiful packages. And this is called Rainbow Spiked Base Pigment. Makeup with attitude. I love that. Makeup with an attitude. It says intensify color to the max with a rainbow spike base pigment. Available in 11 colors and 3 nude shades for the boldest spike of color. Wear any base alone or mix multiple colors to achieve perfect base makeup application. I really like this. I might get more colors in the future because you'll see the pigmentation, and it's so opaque. It's like, it's insane. I don't think I ever seen any bases that opaque. It's like paint on your eyes. So the bases were 450 each. And then I got a lip color because I wanted to try their formula, and I'm more into nudes, so I got False Hope. And this is not it. The color, of course, I never planned the look to go with the lip color. I'm an idiot, so I got this in the pinky shade, and this did not go with eyeshadow, so I layered some lip gloss and some eyeshadow on top, you name it, to kind of match the colors. So the lip was $3.50. That was actually very cheap. And this is a contour stick. It comes in a box like this. Makeup with it, it's the same thing. Makeup with an attitude. It says Magic Duo. They have it in light, medium, and dark. The dark one looked like it was gonna be too dark, but now I'm thinking I should have gotten a dark one as well, because the dark one, this one, oh, you see, it's very good. But if I want to do drag looks, it's probably not gonna be enough. But we're gonna be testing this. So this is $4.50, which is very, very budget. And I also wanted to try their cake liners because I do enjoy a good cake liner, and just a small tiny palette. I didn't realize how small it's gonna be, but for $7, I don't think it's bad. You get 5 shades, and you can see actually through the package. There's quite a bit of product there. Overall, this is 20 grams, so I think it's a good deal. I mean, why not? And what else? Oh yeah, they threw me a free eyeshadow palette into the mix, which is very interesting. I'm like, I did not add this to my cart. Why? So this is called Party Animals, Rumors, Rude Cosmetics. Rumors sounds like something with the RuPaul Drag Race. RuPaul Drag Race are gonna sue. Drama channels are gonna pick it up. RuPaul Drag Race sues Rude Cosmetics. I'm just kidding. So this looks like this. I'm going to swatch this. I did not use any of this today. Yeah, it wasn't like that exciting for me when I saw it, so I wouldn't have bought it myself, but it's nice to try. Everything is kind of very budget. It feels very light. It's cardboardy, but it has a mirror, so I'm not mad at it. So let me swatch stuff, and I'll be back to show you the actual swatches. So I was gonna do swatches on camera, but it takes forever. I don't think anybody wants me to see me here eyeshadow, because it's just tedious. So I just painted my arm real quick, and I also put the bases on here. And I'm gonna do it in your presence. I'm gonna smear the bases because you gotta see how opaque this is. So this is white and this is black. I only got 2 colors because I wanted to test how the black is, because I was thinking some drag looks I can use this as the eyeliner, and this could actually work real well. The white, of course, for the drag looks or any face paint. Do you see that? This is pretty incredible. And these are the shades from the free palette. So this is a free palette right there. It's very good, actually. This swatched very nicely, better than I expected. For some reason I thought it was going to be kind of more of a, I don't know, for some reason I didn't expect much from that one. So this is a duochrome one. It's like a green, bluish to brown. I don't really like the duochromes that read brown, because usually, like, every time I see the duochrome like that, it actually reads brown in my eyes, so it's kind of useless. I like the green, so I would rather have just a green eyeshadow. This one, the shimmer is amazing. So this is a lip color. It's already dried after I did the swatch. And this is the contour and highlight. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, it kind of looks purplish. And it looks weird on the face. But because it's so purplish, it actually is cool. And it does not read like a brown orange, like a bronzer shade. So I think it's a good thing. You'll see how it blends. It actually blends decently. So the bases are here. So I'm going to actually compare with the Beauty Bay. I have a Beauty Bay white, and actually I'm curious myself to see how that compares, because I like Beauty Bay white. Actually, Beauty by White is very big too, but I think the Root Cosmetics is actually thicker. So this is Beauty Bay next to it. So let me try to smear Beauty Bay a little more. So the Beauty Bay blends out, right? And it kind of becomes more see-through. And the Root Cosmetics. Oh, I got the black in there. But anyway, as you can see, like I'm smearing Root Cosmetics and it stays more opaque even when you blend it. So I feel like the texture is more dense, so it's gonna stay more opaque. Even, oh, well, I'm making a mess now. Even the black one, it's like, it's very black, it's very opaque. So I think this is a big winner. So now I want to buy like more colors. So let me put the big palette on, because the rest of the shades are here already. So you've seen this, I'm going to remove this and come back with the big palette. So we're back. So I swatched it from here, from the top to the bottom, just horizontally the usual way. So this is my right arm and this is my left arm. So that's the top of the palette. Some of the shades kind of look like my skin tone. You can see the pretty light. The glitter actually swatched very decently, and I thought it was going to be more dry, so it's actually not bad. And the shimmer's amazing. What I see about this palette, that the shimmers are actually kind of like very wet feeling. So they're very metallic like and very wet feeling, except for probably this one is not as much. And a lot of them feel like they're a little bit like you press and you leave the imprint, like, almost like a putty like, but not like Revolution putty like. It's a better texture. So that gives them the extra shine. So I'm really impressed. So look how this mustardy yellow swatched real well. And this is the second half, of course. There's some really juicy shades here. Really pretty. Like I like this one. I need to go to this for my next makeup look. Of course, there are greens that I used on my eyes today. This one, the shimmer on the bottom, it's like a pinkish reddish color. It has a little glitter specks on it. It feels extra wet. It's like a very, very juicy color. The glitter swatched really nicely. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the swatches. So there you have it. So last but not the least are the cake lighters. And these are not the prettiest swatches because I'm a messy queen. And I messed them up, of course, a little bit. But they're really bright, actually. I'm very impressed. And I like the formula. I like the way it came out in my eyes and not cracking. So I'm gonna get a lot of use of this. I know that's for sure. So that's all the colors. So that's it for the swatches. So let's get into the application. You'll see I'm gonna use all of this, except for the small palette. I'm gonna use a little bit of everything. So you'll see how this performs, and obviously I'm happy. So let's get right into this. So first we're going to prime with a white. So this is called Rainbow Spike Base Pigment. And the box looks like this. I probably showed you in the beginning already. Of course, I'm filming this first before the intro. It looks like this. Obviously, I already used it and it is opaque. You can see this. So we're going to use just a brush, the big one, and I would like to press it in with a sponge, because I feel like these brushes, they don't really press the base in that well. Look at the pigmentation. This is like opaque the house. So look at this. This is like opaque, insanely opaque. Probably the most opaque base I own. That's insane. I wish they sold this in a bigger size so I could use this as a white foundation for my face paint looks. This would be like genius. Root Cosmetics, you need to make this happen. So here's the palette. I don't know if it really looks like Antidote. I mean, it really does. But this is to me like what Antidote should have been. Not that huge monstrosity. But the tea in the shade. Cattail. So this is like the only thing, of course, I don't like that there is no depth here. I mean, there is depth, but there is no black. And these are probably the deepest colors, including Nightshade. So I'm going for the green and grungy. cattail, then bamboo. So we're gonna go with the B11 brush from Spectrum. It's a very simple look, but we're just testing this brand because I never tried this before. Look at the pigmentation. I think a lot of it is the base as well, because the base is so freaking opaque. It just makes the eyeshadow stand out. I'm layering bamboo over the brown because I want this to read more green than brown. But I liked the brown in the beginning just for the depth. And now I'm going to switch the brushes and go for the lighter greens. So we're going to Spectrum B07 and we're going to the eucalyptus and wintergrass. There's a lot of kick up, of course, fallout, but that's not a problem. So we're gonna go to Sugar Plum. That's the only light color to highlight the brow bone. The rest of the shimmers are pretty dark, but of course that's not the most important thing. The most important thing, how those highlighting shades before. Looks like a nice shimmer. More like a metallic here. Real nice and opaque and pigmented. Now I'm going to put bamboo and eucalyptus in a low lash line with an old Profusion brush. It's like a small and fluffy at the same time. It says shade brush. Like I said, very simple look. Just wanted to see how this performs. So far so good, we got good pigmentation. I put 2 eyeliners in the waterline because I wanted like a more of a similar tone of green. I have Urban Decay and this is in the color Mildew, and then I have LA Girl Shockwave in the color Screaming. So each one of them was a little off, but together it kind of helped. So now we're going, of course, I had to go with these two, Sherlock and Aloe. These two spoke to me. I had to use this on my lid. I mean, there are a couple more shimmers here, but it seems like mattes here stand out to me. And the shimmers, like the two that stood out at this green and yellowish. So we're going for the golden. The only thing, like, you have to kind of like dig in to get the shimmer to stick. But once you load it on the brush, look at that. This really pays off. Okay, I wasn't gonna go there, but I decided to test this because, come on, I bought this with the whole thing and I love my cake liners. So this palette is actually tiny, look at the size of it. So I'm taking a small brush. I'll go in for the yellow, obviously, because yellow always makes things better with this kind of colors. And it actually kind of gives off green, but because I already have green eyeshadow under, that's why. So I'm gonna show you. Okay, the liners look very neon too. I need to go back and look at the description and see if they're supposed to be neon, but they're so bright. So I applied Kimchi Shake foundation on in color 121 AM and concealer, Kimchi Shake concealer in the color medium beige. That's my favorite, of course, and you can get 15% off Kimchi Shake beauty products with the coupon code Elaina Glam, of course. I have to plug it in. I have to do my job. So we're gonna use this contour stick. So it says highlight and contour. So highlight is actual highlight. This is the color medium. The dark one, I was almost going for the dark one because, you know, especially for drag looks, I like deeper contour. But the dark one looked like on the swatches that this side, the dark one, was too warm, and we're gonna see. Actually, when I put it in my skin, it doesn't look that bad. It kind of looks purple, doesn't it? It does look purple. Well, I'm going for it. It's too late now. Okay, I wasn't sure how I feel about the contour stick. It is kind of a weird, odd purplish undertone, but I think that's what they were trying to do, not to make it too orangey, like a too bronzer type of thing. But I think instead of being like olive and gray, it's like purple. But when it blends away, so I'm not mad at it. It actually does work. It's like it's more subtle than it looks. Like blends away into very light, which is I think is good for the everyday kind of looks, but for my drag looks, I'll probably have to keep searching because it is still too light. But overall, for normal people, not drag queens, it's gonna work real nicely. So let's move on, and I'm gonna come back with the rest of the face, and we're going to test the lipstick. Okay, we're finished with the eyes. I put some of my favorite Amazon eyelashes on. I put a little bit of more gold color in my inner corner and kimchi shake highlighter. I used Drama Queen highlight palette. I used some of the gold and some of the kind of a neutral golden champagne shade. It's very yellow. I used some of the NYX Sweet Cheeks as well. I used a bunch of other stuff, and I also used the eyeshadow for the blush because, you know, to tie this all together in this orangey look, I used a little bit of apricot and a little bit of winter grass and a little bit of milkweed, kind of like mix it all together. I wrapped it around their eye to do a little bit of draping, and now it's time to dry the lips. So I put Kimchi Chic lip liner on. I'm not sure if it's gonna match the lipstick, but I'm pretty sure I want something orangey on my lips to match the eye look. And as usual, this is a result of poor planning when I was shopping on Root Cosmetics, and I also want like a pinky nude, and I think this is a pinky nude, so I'm just gonna try it out just to see, and then I'm probably gonna lay the eyeshadow over it. So this is a color False Hope. Let's see. The sniff test, of course. Doesn't smell like much of anything. Kind of looks a little peachy. It does look nude, so we'll see. I'm probably gonna add some orange on top. Okay, so here's the tea about the lipstick. It took a little bit to build up. I'm surprised because here it says Root Cosmetics Notorious Lip Colors are guaranteed to be notoriously pigmented and delivers a rich and long wearing matte finish. So it was a little bit of see-through situation going on, kind of a very thin formula, at least that's what it seems like to me. I built it up like a couple of layers, and it seems like it dried. Yeah, it did dry. It's non-transferable, seems like it's okay. Yeah, it's not a bad formula actually once you build it up. It just took a little bit. I like the color a lot, but I think I want to add a little more orange. So I'll use one of the eye brushes because I don't want to wash another one. My husband is away, as usual, on a business trip, so I do not want to waste my time washing brushes. I'm going for the apricot, and we'll see how that one reads on the lips. Okay, so here's the finished eye look. I'm doing a little close-up for you guys, so you can see the eyes. The shimmers, metallics, I would call them metallics, they're incredible. They look like glitter, literally look like liquid glitter. I'm really amazed. It's very inexpensive, very good budget brand. I love the water activated liner, very nice smooth formula. I'm just laying it in to see. So far it did not crack. The lips are okay. I mean, the formula is a little bit like feels like you need to build up a little bit, but overall it's alright. The contour stick was a little purple, but it worked at the end. It actually kind of blends in with foundation and creates a nice shadow instead of being too overwhelming, so I'm not mad at it. The standout to me, the eye base, definitely great. I love how pigmented it is. I like that it's like cement and it's opaque and it just sits there and it's smooth. The eyeshadow goes on perfectly, everything is bright. This one really surprised me. And of course the eyeshadow palette is real good. So the eyeshadow palette is very pigmented, and considering how actually it looks like there is not much depth, right? Everything comes out pretty deep. Of course, I added black eyeliner to make it a little more dramatic, because without black eyeshadow, I feel like I want a little thicker black eyeliner to blend with the lashes and create more of a depth and to make the eyes look wider. So I do recommend this. This is very nice. It's a very good example of an indie brand done right. Very good pigmentation, creamy, blendable. The mattes are very good quality. I used only greens, and actually it's a good thing because cool tone mattes are usually harder to formulate than a warm tone, so I'm pretty sure the warms are just gonna blend perfectly. I did not use any glitter. Feels like the glitter formula will require the primer. It's not one of those formulas that just sticks like Profusion, but it's not a problem. There's one, two, three glitters, but the shimmer is all amazing, so I'm really impressed. The small eyeshadow palette, the one I got for free, of course I haven't touched it yet. I like that there's this duochrome that looks very nice. Um, the color store is kind of strange. I probably wouldn't have bought it if they didn't receive it for free, because the mattes, like the deep color is brown, bacon, and then they have piggy and oinker, porky. Really? It's all about pigs. Oh, it's called Party Animals, like duh. It has a pig in the front. Of course, me not paying attention. Anyway, so the only bright matte here is blue, and kind of like doesn't make any sense. Like, what are you gonna do with that blue and all this matte neutral? So I wouldn't have bought it myself. Real impressed, nice brand. So I would buy from them in the future, definitely. I don't think about lip color. I need to play with it a little more, but other than that, everything else was really good. And leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Like this video if you enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up, and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, and also go live almost every Monday. So follow me on social media, all the links are down below, as well as my Patreon group. Huge thank you to all my patrons. Thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. I love you guys. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!